Welcome back. Braces update number 4 or 5, I can't remember. So I still have my braces. I thought that I would have gotten rid of them by October, but for a number of reasons I haven't, and I still have these things in my mouth. So let's just get straight into this update and let me tell you about what's been going on. I also want to show you some things that I've been using to keep my gums healthy, my mouth clean, feeling fresh, and just kind of like my oral hygiene, if you may. So let's have a look at my teeth first, because I think that, like, when I used to watch braces videos before I got my braces, I used to always want to see the person's teeth. So I will definitely put a before picture in somewhere so you can see what my teeth look like. And this is what they look like now. So they are really straight. They're practically done, if like that is even a terminology in braces land. There are some gaps which I will talk about as well, because I have some issues which I will be getting sorted out. But let's just appreciate the straightness. Hang on, come. They have completely, like, if I had any expectations when I got braces, it wasn't this. Like, I don't know. They're just so straight and I love them. All right, so let's just get into some things that have been happening. So at the moment, I think my last appointment was back in February. And at that appointment, basically, we changed the wires to a thicker one, and that was it. So basically my teeth are in position. They're doing really, really well. And this thicker wire is essentially just moving the roots. So I won't be able to see any drastic changes at this point because my roots are moving. And it's really just trying to get the teeth in place and keep them in place, which is great because that's what we want. Now, I have another appointment in April, and that appointment is to, I think, put a thicker wire on the bottom to move the roots, I believe. And then I have another appointment in May, and that, my friends, is supposed to be the day of all days. That's supposed to be the day when I finally get my braces off. So I'm really, really excited about that, but I don't know if it will go to plan because sometimes these things don't go to plan. So at the moment, if you look at my teeth, I have a slight gap in my front teeth. Now, that wasn't there before. They were closed together. But the dentist said that with these types of wires, because it's moving the roots, it might cause a little gap, but she'll close it up. And to be honest, it's not a big deal. She's going to close it up, so it's fine. So the sides of my teeth, you can see I have a little gap. This one, not so bad. Now, for some reason, I have abnormally small teeth on the side, and she said she could close the gap, but I mean, I just feel that I don't want my teeth to look too small on the side. I just feel like when you're investing like money into something like this, you kind of want the best, and you kind of want your teeth to look how you want them to look. So rather than her close the gap, I've asked I'm going to be getting composite bonding. Now, that is another expense on top of braces, but it will really fill out the sides of my teeth really nicely. And again, me being a perfectionist, if you look at my front teeth here, there is like a little, like, my teeth kind of go in a bit, so they're not like flat across. And with the composite bonding, they can also level out my front teeth as well. So I'm going to go with that. So she's not going to close the side gaps, and she's just going to leave it. And then I'm going to go with a little bit of composite bonding just on my first 4 teeth. So I'm really excited to see how that looks, because you'll be surprised at the small changes that you make to your smile that actually have a big impact on your smile. So that's why I never really understood why people got things like veneers and filing down their teeth, because most people have really, really nice teeth, and it might be that they just need to get braces, put a little bit of composite bonding and maybe some teeth whitening, and their teeth will look fabulous. So I'm glad that I have the teeth that I have and they're healthy, and that I can make some slight adjustments and it will look nice the way I would like it to look. So besides that, that is all my updates. And I still plan to do a video when I get my braces off, of course, to let you know the process about that and how that went and how my teeth look without braces. I've had them for nearly 2 years. I cannot believe it. They told me 9 to 12 months and I've had them for nearly 2 years. It will just be shy of 2 years when I get them off, hopefully in May. So it's been a long journey, but one that's been worth it, and one that I would take again because I really wanted braces and my teeth weren't good. I mean, I won't say they weren't good. That sounds quite negative, but I had some issues with, speech impediments and jaw hurting, and yeah, my teeth were just really, really misaligned, and I'm so glad that I got these braces. So that's basically all the updates on that. So what I did want to do is show you some of the staple things that I've used throughout my braces journey that have really helped me to keep my gums healthy, keep my mouth fresh, keep my braces healthy. I think I've broken a bracket maybe twice throughout this time. And I've never really had any real issues with my braces. Like, I've watched some videos where people have had real issues, but I've had like some of the common things that we can talk about. So let's get into that. Okay, so what I want to start off with first is wax. Now, if you're a newbie to getting braces, obviously your mouth has to adjust to the braces, and some people will get cut gums and will get like cut cheeks. Most people do, because it's like your skin has to toughen up. Dental wax is really important, and it really helped me. And you basically just put this on a bracket. My irritation was more to the back. You might have it at the front or wherever. So I would put the wax on the bracket, and it would cover it, and it would act like a barrier between the bracket and my skin. So any friction, the wax, gave like a smoothing effect, and it really allowed my cheek to heal, because my cheek was pretty bad. It was pretty cut up in the beginning. So I actually don't have any wax in here to show you what it looks like, but everything that I show you today, I will link below so that you can purchase it if you want to. But wax is really inaffordable. It's not expensive at all, but it is a life changer. So wax was the first thing that I wanted to show. So going along the lines of your cheek being cut and your mouth getting used to the braces, Bonjela was a lifesaver for me. Now, if you don't know what Bonjela is, it is it's just like a little gel, and it's for pain relief from mouth ulcers. Can't speak. So it's used for mouth ulcers, but when your cheek is constantly getting that friction and it cuts, if the brackets cut your teeth, it could easily develop into a mouth ulcer. So this I use a lot, and it really helped me, and it has a slight numbing effect as well. And it really helped to heal the cuts and to relieve me of a bit of pain. So Bonjela was also a lifesaver, and I highly recommend getting Bonjela if you are suffering with friction from the brackets. My toothbrush. Now, I don't use a fancy toothbrush. I just use a regular toothbrush. Some people use, what do you call them again? I forgot what it's called, mind block, but I don't use those. I just use a regular Colgate toothbrush. I change my toothbrush like every 3 months because I feel like the brackets do wear down the bristles, but I use a regular Colgate toothbrush. So a toothbrush is obviously crucial, and I generally brush my teeth twice a day. But if I'm at home or if I'm in a place where I can brush my teeth, if I do eat lunch, I would prefer to brush my teeth after lunch. So it varies between 2 to 3 times a day. But this is the toothbrush that I use, just a regular Colgate one. You can use whichever one you like. I'm not telling you what to do. Now, the toothpaste that I use, I actually use 2 different ones. I forgot to bring the other one, but never mind. I use Euthamol. This is what it looks like. Very interesting toothpaste because it has a very medicinal taste, and it's spicy as well. It kind of like tingles your mouth, and I think that's due to the Euthamol and the menthol that's in it. But I absolutely love this toothpaste. This is like my favorite toothpaste in the world. It makes my mouth feel so fresh. The taste, everything. I would say that this definitely is an acquired taste, especially if you don't like strong medicinal tastes and if you don't like spice, because it really gives your mouth like a good tingle. And also the good thing about this is it has no fluoride. So not that I have anything against using fluoride toothpaste, but just in case you're wondering. So this is the toothpaste I've always used, even before I had braces. I think I'm a bit addicted to it, but I use Euthymol, and I also use Corsadil as well, which is disgusting. It tastes really bad. But I use Corsadil toothpaste. I don't use it every day. I mainly use it if my gums are flaring up or agitating me. So I'll use a Corsadil toothpaste, and I will use the Corsadil mouthwash as well with that. So yeah, Corsadil is really good if you have like gum disease or bleeding gums. Even without braces, it's really good for your gums to heal them. I had some agitation with my gums at the front, which is still kind of there, but it's getting a lot better now since I started using a Corsadil and making more of an effort to like floss every single day versus like a couple of times a week. So the Corsadil has been a lifesaver, and it's really, really helped my gums and my mouth. So the next thing that I have been using throughout my little journey are these little things. So I think I had put these in one of my videos before, but these are really, really great for getting in between the bracket. So I use two sizes. So we've got the smaller one and then the slightly bigger one. So these are what I use, and they're really, really good. They just get in between, and they can really get under your gum line, so you can get all that plaque and food out. And they've been a lifesaver for me, especially like when I was having the gum irritation. So I could really get up under the gum with these and get out anything that I can't see. So I use these all the time now. So the pink one I will show you quickly is 0.4 millimeters. So yeah, they're called Interdental Brushes, and I just got mine from Tesco. So they were really cheap, again, inexpensive. And it says removes more plaque than brushing alone. So there you go. So that's the pink one that I got from Tesco. And then the blue ones are 0.60 millimeters, and it's the same brand. It's just a bigger one. But they both do the job really, really well. I also use regular floss as well, which is really great as well to get in between the teeth. So you have to kind of like hoop it under the bracket and everything. It's a bit more tricky to do, but I do use that. But I didn't. I forgot to bring that out as well. Another lifesaver for me was using a water pick. Again, I forgot to bring that, sorry. But the water pick is basically like a high powered floss that uses water, and you kind of spray it in your mouth, and it really, really flushes everything out of your gums, around your gum line, and that has really, really been a lifesaver for me as well. I think I will continue using the water pick after my braces come off, because again, it just leaves your mouth feeling so fresh. Like imagine the tingling of the Euthymol, and then the freshness of the Corsadil mouthwash, and then you have like, you know, the added freshness and vigor from using the water pick. So I will also link the one that I use below as well. But again, absolute lifesaver. And yeah, the final thing that I wanted to show you that I use all the time, every day, a simple toothpick. So these ones are really cool because it's got like a serrated end. But yeah, toothpick. I use toothpicks every day. Again, I can kind of get into the gum a bit. I can get food out of my braces, especially if I've had lunch and I don't have a place to brush my teeth. The toothpicks come in handy because I can get everything out quickly rinse my mouth out with some water, and it doesn't, you know, there's not food stuck in my braces, which looks very unappealing when you're smiling and talking to people. So yeah, I mean, I use all sorts of toothpicks, wooden toothpicks. These are just the ones that I picked up from Boots, I believe. Again, very cheap. I'll link them below as well, where you can get some from that are similar. And yeah, I just have them with me handy in my bag, and whenever I need to use them, it's just there and I can use them. So that's all the updates for today, and I really hope you enjoyed having a look at some of the things that I use to keep my mouth fresh and clean and my braces looking good. Yeah, any questions as usual, leave them below. I don't know when I'm going to do an update, sorry, but it will definitely be around the time that I'm getting my braces off, which I'm super excited about. So until next time, take care. Bye.